data processing. So KQL is a data processing engine and query language developed by Microsoft to query log analytics and Azure Data Explorer. So KQL is from it's a text-based language and used to query and analyze various Azure services. You could use it for Azure threat hunting, Azure log services, and anything Azure really that require queries. You can use KQL. I don't know how much I can explain the importance of KQL really. So it's really important, this KQL. So some of the things that we touched base last week was to start to look at tables. So we looked at security event table, and we were looking at event ID where 4625 means failed attempt. We did a bit of an analysis of our IP addresses that we found in our queries. So we use various open source tools like VirusTotal, Cisco Talon to analyze our incident, and we found some interesting stuff. So yeah, this query, for example, what this query is talking about now is saying that we want to look at every activities like failed login activities in our events security event table, and we want to order it by time generated. So we want to know what time it happened. So that is what this KQuery is kind of saying. So we have the time generated, we have the account, and we have the source IP address and the activities that happen as well. You can see an account failed to log on, and we could also see the computer that they're trying to conduct those activities from. So again, in our 6log, we also have our 6log log as well, in our log analytics at the moment. So basically, KQL is just what you can use to whatever you want to find out, what is happening in your logs. You can use KQL to do it. And the good thing about this KQL is that you don't even have to generate these queries yourself. If you just know how to use Google, that's all you need. Or ChatGPT, really. Just go to ChatGPT and type in whatever that you want to do. It can even give you the query that you need. So it's just ability to find information as to what you need and be able to find. That's all you need. You don't even need to know so much, but it's important to know how to find a solution to a problem, and that's one of the important things when it comes to security and NI, to really being able to find a solution. So you have a problem and you know how to get that your problem solved. That's huge skills. That's it's more than anything, because you can use that Google to find anything that you're looking for. So anyone has any question, we can stop at any time. So table that we are going to be dealing with, so security event table, that is where our event logs are stored. 6logs, that's our Linux. Azure Diagnostics, that's our SQL Server. Azure Keyboard as well. We remember our security group, that's our firewall groups, and Azure Blob Storage as well. So we did configure storage accounts, which we're going to be getting logs into them. Sending logs from them to analytics. Again, so we started our KQL already, and we did some few operations, but these are tons of operation that we can as well use. Like I said, don't memorize, but understand it, experiment it by yourself. I cannot overemphasize it. Anything IT, it's if you just learn it here and you just pack it up there, you probably will forget it. But the more you do it by yourself, you will make a mistake. You will learn from that mistakes, and that's how it sticks. And when it comes to an interview as well, everything that you've done, you just like somebody brought something to your to your remembrance, and you just begin to remember everything that you've done. That's why lab is important. That's why I really emphasize, having this lab so you can practice things by yourself. No company is going to give you like their own environment for practice purpose. So you need to have your own environment to break stuff, to try things out, and to make sure that it works. Then you can go and do the same thing in your work environment. So tables, we talked about tables. We talked about operators. We've used where. We haven't used projects. We're going to be using that today. We've used equal to, so that means like the conditions are kind of the same. So if I say where event ID equal to 4625, so basically that tells me that I want an event ID with 4625 operation. So keywords like join, project, order, timestamp, and all of those kind of information are the things that we can use. We can use KQL for. So I did send some KQL queries today. It contains tons of queries. Not everything might be applicable to us in this project, but why I've done that is because I hope people can go and start to look at that queries and say, okay, which one can I use in my own environment? Because you need to understand that you might not have all of the tables in that document that I sent, but we definitely have like security event table, syslog table. We're going to be having like Azure AD tables and audit logs and sign logs. So you can definitely practice some of those queries in your own environment. Again, I cannot overemphasize the importance of practice, because if we don't practice it, we don't remember it. So it's very important to practice it. It's not enough that you just listen here, but at your own time as well. Try it out. Go to YouTube, go to Google, go to Microsoft page and say, okay, cool. You see tons of materials and you can read it to fully understand it more as well. I'll pause here and see if anyone has got questions before we proceed. Any questions for me? Questions from anyone? That's good. So I'm going to log on to my Sentinel now. I'm going to log on again today. So I'm going to click on this now and duplicate this. Sure, slowly. Okay, so I'm going to let me do something to take up first and see what can come. Shala, are you in today? Yeah. Shala, do you mind just sharing your screen and running through some KQL queries and if you've done anything from Saturday to today before I crack on today's session? Do you mind sharing your screen and just run a few queries that you've played with?
I haven't practiced any KQL queries actually, but I can still go through the ones we did last week.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if you don't mind, yeah, let's see what you can remember. I'll stop sharing. You can share your screen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I really want people to learn this. So James, I would get ready as well. You would do some. You have your log analytics ready, right, James?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you can run some few queries as well.
So I'll go to my log analytics now and run my CyberLab. Then from there I go to my logs. I can close this one out so I can clearly type in my queries. My query will be
You
will
need
be
you
their
need to
event.
get you need to get a table. So what table do you want to query? Because like I said, your logs are stored in your tables. So it depends on what table do you want to query from. So it depends on what table you want to query from. So do you want to query from 6log, security event, or which table do you want to query from?
It's from the security event.
Yeah, so then you have to type that. So because your logs are stored in your tables. Now, if you just type security, it will give you options. So delete the event, just delete the event, just security. Start all over again and make sure that you keep an eye on the option that it gives you. Then you can pick up the one you need. So from this option, just go through it and see what you want. Yeah.
So I can run through the where query for the successful logins.
So what's the code for that? What's the event ID for that?
S4624.
Yep. So there's no any event for the last 24 hours.
So that's because I've not been running my virtual machine. So
yeah, so put it to like last 7 days and
yeah.
see find anything. Okay, so that's the successful logins, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you, if you scroll to your right, just collapse and scroll to your right. Yeah, do you have any IP address there? No, keep doing
No IP address.
Go back. Okay, there's no IP address. So that means it was your own login then?
Yeah, the login was from me.
Okay, so you can. Oh, okay, you haven't left your. So this was like 7. So you've closed your. You've
Yeah.
closed your. Okay.
I was billed 2 days ago from Microsoft. So I was charged for
Yeah, I was billed as well. I was billed 20. I think £40 or that. I can't remember, but yeah, I got, but I left my own open anyway. So yeah, because I wanted to do a bit more stuff, so I left it open. I can still manage £40. Okay, so good, well done. That's good. Thank you, Shola. So, James, do you want to give it a go as well? I really want people to try, and this thing is not rocket science. It's really simple. We just have to do it. We just have to do it. So, James, do you want to try as well? Just find a table. Yeah. So you can do, summarize by event ID. Yeah, is this James, right? Is this Shola or James? Who's sharing? Oh, James. Oh, yeah. Okay.
James. Yeah, James.
Nice. Yeah, nice. You're summarizing by event ID. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Carry on. So if you just do summarize by event ID, it will list all of the events ID in your environment for the last 24 hours. So you can run the query like that. The one event summarized by event ID. So you have all of this event ID. Good. So
So if I don't want to do by event, I want to do by syslog.
yeah, so you just type
Right.
your table. Yeah. So like I said, your logs are stored in your table. As long as you have the table and you don't and logs are there, then you can do. So this is not going to work because there's probably no event ID in. You can see that it's kind of highlighted that event ID. So I'll just run the syslog alone. Just delete summarize by delete everything. Just run the syslog query alone. Just run it. Last 24 hours, you see what you have. Then from there, it might not be called event ID in syslog. So you can scroll down, scroll to your right and see what it's called. So there's event time, there is host name, there's severity, you can see. So you can actually summarize by syslog message, or they call it process ID. You can see that it's different. So it depends on what they call it. So I will summarize by syslog message. So all of this, you can just go granular. You can start from the very basic and start to go granular. Depends on what you want to do. This is the advantage of K-Crawl, because you can manipulate it. You can say, okay, I want to see this alone. But if you don't practice it, you will not know. You can just say summarize by syslog message. If you just type syslog. No, it's not.
Let me go by.
Yeah. Summarize. Yeah, okay. So by do syslog message, capital S, and see if it gives an option. Yeah, so that's it. So run that and see what you get. So this is how you just try it and begin. Okay, now you can see. So it gives you you have a field password. No, let's start from very top. Field password from a root this. So somebody tried to log into your account from 141.90.19.90 from port 31864, and he was trying to do SSH. So as a security analyst, if you see these logs, what are you going to do? What will be your thought process? The first thing that you will think of to do?
I will just find out who this person that was trying to log on into my system is.
Yeah, then so do it. Just walk me through what you would do. Because in an interview they will ask you that, they will tell you that can you walk them through what you would do. They can even give you a log like this and say, this is a log, what would you do? And tell them your end-to-end process, what you would do, end-to-end process, and why are you doing what you are doing.
So I'm going to find out about the IP address.
You did already. You just did, yeah. You did
so
already.
What I've done here, it shows me it is malicious.
Okay.
And I can try other couple of other open source where I can also test this particular IP address.
Yeah.
From this, it's showing me that it's a malicious IP.
It shows you from just various total. You haven't tried every other one, so try them
Yeah.
and,
Okay,
and
let me
compare compare results.
Okay. Saying that it's from Lithuania.
Yeah.
Sender IP reputation is poor.
Yeah.
Web reputation is untrusted.
Yeah.
That shows me some tells me that yeah, it is of no good, but I can also try void IP and see learn more about this person or group. Okay. Let's see here. Person is Paulus. Wow. These same retainer. Okay, so this one just corroborates or just agrees with the other what the identity of this person. And for the fact that I've confirmed that this person is malicious, I want to recommend, based on my level, to the higher level to block this IP address and to ensure that check other network to ensure that it doesn't infiltrate them. And if it does, we want to find a way out of such malicious IP.
There's another thing that you can do. You can try it. There's that, and that's the good thing about KQL. If you go back to your log analytics, you can copy the IP address and go back to your syslog and say, delete the summarized by syslog message and say, where IP address. You can try it. No, leave your table has to be there because that's where your logs are, right? So that's not going anywhere. So you can say where IP address. Let's see if it's going to allow you to do that. Or host. No, that's not host IP. That should be field password from. It's not host IP. No. So as long as it's kind of underlining, then that means it's not working. So, but again, if you don't practice it, you don't know.
Host IP.
It's not host IP. No. So the host IP, it's your own host IP.
Yes.
So yeah. So I was gonna say if there's a way we can write a KQL to find out if the IP address is somewhere else within the network. Yeah, I'm just thinking it might not be possible. But I'm just thinking, but where you can find out. You can say where time generated. Generated at that first one. Yeah, so you can say you can do greater than space, yeah, so greater than AGO, that's ago, like we want to see like the time like 60 minutes, just do ago, yeah, in brackets and put and put like maybe 60 minutes, just 60 M. So let's see if we can find anything for the last 60 minutes and put M. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and run it. Let's see if we find anything for the last 60 minutes. Please, if anybody has questions, you can ask. So this is exactly what I do at work. So just trying to do what we call iterate hunting. Bring your thinking out and say, okay, if I see this in my work, if I see this within my environment, I've tested this IP is malicious. Okay, can I write a KQL to find out if this IP is also communicating to other hosts within my network. So, you can just Google as well to say, I want to check if IP address is communicated to other hosts within my network. You'll see the kQuery already. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Just know how to find what you need. That's the important thing. So now we find out that so another thing that you can do is to actually copy the tenant ID. Go back to your drop it down. Drop it down. Drop it down. So because you don't know, so I can see there's time generated, there is tenant ID. So you can see that the source system is Linux. So if you keep going down a bit. So the system message says disconnected from authentication user days. So the port number, you can also do a bit of analysis on the port number 21208. You can copy the port number and say, just Google and check what the port number is. No, it's under the syslog message. Under the syslog message. Keep going on syslog message. Yeah, if you go right across that, you can see there's a port number where the user is logging from. So you can also research that to say, what is that port number? Yeah, and see what you get. So basically, you are just trying to find out information as much as you can, really, and see what you get. So what does this mean? Yeah, just check the first one. The first one, that's ports, whatever, yeah, and see what the ports can do. So that gives an idea of what's happening. Support number, whatever. Did they say anything about the ports? Security, SG security scan port 2108. No, look at the first. So they didn't really say what the port number is for. But you can go and check another article. You don't have to check one. You can see if anybody talks about it, or you might not find anything, but it's just good to have that thought process of finding information and trying to think of, okay, has anybody seen this before? What did anybody say about it? So it's just, I don't know how to explain it. They just need for a right set of mindsets for someone to have that mindset, like trying to find a solution to something and trying to not necessarily mean that you will find everything, but from having that thought process, it does really help. So if you go down a bit, let's see if anybody has said anything about it. Just keep going down. Okay. Yeah, fine. There's no more information about it. That's fine. You can go back to your log analytics and see what you can find. So if I were an analyst, what I would find is to go and check the keep going up. I'll go and check the tenant ID, because tenant ID is unique. Everyone that has Azure tenant, you have your unique tenant ID, and it should be. So if this is like a compromised account, then it should be different from yours. So if you copy your tenant ID and go to your, so on your search bar, so you type Azure Active Directory. Just type Azure Active Directory. Azure Active Directory. Active Directory. Yeah, that one. Yeah, click on it. And go to overview to your left, overview. Yeah. So can you see your tenant ID? So your tenant, don't copy this yet. So open a notepad and paste what you copied and compare it to this and see if it's the same thing. So if it's the same thing, then your account has not been compromised. So these are those things that you will be checking to say, okay, I've done this, because they would ask you that, okay, have you checked tenant ID? Have you checked that? All of those things they will ask you to say, yeah, I've checked it. So if you compare it, It's not the same thing as your tenant ID. So
Yeah, it's not.
yeah, something interesting is going on. So what do you think? So that means the person that has tried to log into your account has used his own, tenant, has used his own Azure account to log into your account. So these are the thing that security analysts do. We're just like a gatekeeper. You're trying to find out information about what's going on in your own environment, and you can do it however you want to. Depends on your skill set. So there's a level of skill set that we need to have to be able to be successful in it. And these are the things that we are doing. And then having the right mindset, being able to find information that you want, and being able to compare them and contrast them and say, okay, I've done this. This is not right, or this is right, or whatnot. So yeah, thanks, James. I think let's have one more person before we can crack on as well. So who wants to try? Anybody wants to try? Give it a go as well. Thanks, Shola and James. Anybody wants to try? Because I felt like it doesn't look like we treat after the lessons. Anybody wants to try?
Hi, James. Babaji, let me give it a try.
Okay, good. Thank you. You can share screen. You can search it from your security events and just get a log. Do you have your VMs up and running, right? Are they on?
Yes, yeah, I do.
Okay, all right. So you can log on to your just log on to your analytics.
I've actually done quite a few already, though.
Oh, nice, brilliant. Okay,
Go on.
Can you go to your security event table and go and find? Yeah, go to your security event table.
Security event.
No. From there, you can just type it. Just get rid of your syslog. So, like I said, your logs are stored in your table. So, what you are doing now, you're finding information from your syslog. So, if you want to find information about your security logs or security event logs, then you have to go to your security event or events log table. So, it's not giving you anything. So, no. Can you delete everything? Don't put pipe. There's no need for pipe. Yeah, delete everything. Yeah. So because you're just writing in the table, you add security. Sure. Then you can just. You don't even need to finish typing it. Yeah, it'll give you an option. So delete the pipe. That's number 2. Delete that pipe. Yeah, delete that pipe, and just run the query, and let's see if you even have anything from the security event logs. We'll see if you have anything there. So I'm going to run the query if you do have something there. Yeah, it looks like you have. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely have. So there are really good stuff that you can do. You can don't drop it down. You can do pipe. That's number R2. You can do pipe. You can just do So you can do where event ID. You don't even need to finish typing it. So you just do events. You just also populate it. Where space event. If you just do events, it'll give you an option for ID. You can see and just do equal 4625. Let's see if there's any.
No, I don't have any because I did it. I did it yesterday.
Oh, okay, you don't have any.
Yeah, let me do it again.
Yeah, but you can do last 7 days. Okay. Do change your time range to last 7. Do 462. What about 4624?
Yeah, I have a few. Yes.
Okay, so you can do pipe again. That's number 3. So you can just do You can do count. Let's count the amount that you have already. Just do count. Count is another operator that you can use here. Just count and run it again. So this will give you the number that you got. So you got 110. You can see. So you can do a lot of stuff. You can then do what else you can do. So depends on what you want to do. If you take off the count, just remove the count and run the query again. So just run the query again. You can do okay, let's summarize by, if we want to see just the, can you go like to your right? Yeah, so I want to see what you've got there. So let's see. Go to your right. Okay, let's see. So we have your event ID. So can you go back to your left a bit? Just a little bit. Don't, yeah, just a little. Keep going. I want to see you. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, so you want to know summarize by account type. So you want to know if there's something that is not machine. So just pipe and summarize by account. Summarize by account. Is it account type or what? You can say that by account. Yeah, space, then account. Yeah, by account. No, that's not. I think it's case sensitive. Yeah, the first one, account. No, it gives an option already. Account here. Just pick it. It's already there.
Name.
So it depends on what you have in your tables. It's account type. So that's what you should be looking for here. So run it, and it gives you. So you have users and machine. So again, you can see, so you are going like granular now. Then you can then say, okay, I want to summarize by. So you can have another table and another line and say summarize by user. So this is just kind of giving you if this summarize. Okay, just pick it. Okay, so then it's not gonna work. Okay, it's gonna work by user. So let's see, space user. It's case sensitive, so it's not there. The U is capital. Let's see. I don't think it makes any difference. Okay, so you cannot summarize by user. That's fine. You can't do it because it's already showing red. So delete that. So you can drop down your user. Just delete the line 4. Delete everything. Delete line 4. So you can drop down your user. Okay, you can see. So this is kind of giving you have like someone that has used the account type user and account type machine. So then you can begin to go granular to say, okay, who is the user, who is the account. So you can do a lot. Depends on what you want to do. So these query sims, they are the best because they gives you flexibility to do what you want to do, what you want to see. Again, this depends on how much KQL you know. So you can do anything that you want to do, subject to the KQL that you want to know. So you can say, okay, I want to see where event ID is equal 625 and on that same line 2, you can say line 2, just remove line 4, just remove line 4 totally, just remove it, delete number 4 and go to line 2 and space, just put space and do event ID, where event ID or event ID, where event ID. If you do where, if it doesn't give you that option, just do event ID. So you want to compare those two conditions, and if you have them, then you show where event ID, equal 462, 4625, or any other event type that you want to research on. No, you can't do it under summarize. It's gonna be still in line 2. 4625, again, if you have like an event ID with 4625, so what this is going to do for you is going to summarize everything and it's going to list them out. But if you don't have, because this rule, that's number 2, what it's telling you is that the event ID, there must be an event ID 4624 and 4625. So if there's no 4625, it's not going to work. But I'm just telling you that the condition has to be made, the 2 condition, because and is a conditional statement. So the first part and the second part, they have to be, they have to be met before it's going to run. But you can try it. If you have event ID 4625, then it will definitely work.
I doubt no.
Yeah, you don't have it. So yeah, basically, I'm just telling you how this thing works. So this operator, please, I sent a document to the group. I hope people will go back and have a look. It's really, really good KQL document. I got it from Microsoft Page. It's got all the rules that you can think of and all the possibilities that you can think of. However, ensure that you are running those queries in the right log table, because if you don't have the table, it's not going to work. At the moment, we have only 2 tables: security event table and log table. But we're going to add more table today.
Okay.
So-
I have a question.
Okay.
What is the difference between Microsoft Azure and Splunk?
There's no difference. Splunk uses what we call SPL, that's Splunk Processing Language, and Azure uses Coastal Query Language. They are both query languages, but obviously they work on a different platform. So Splunk SPL, Splunk Processing Language, but very similar concepts. I've always said something more like a lot about concepts, and that's what is important in security, because if you know KQL very well, you will be able to know SPL because it's the same concept.
Okay. Is it advisable to know both, or just to have an idea on Splunk since we are familiar with Azure already?
Like I said, Splunk is another. Let's just finish Azure. I don't want to go into Splunk.
It's just a question. It's just a question.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends, to be honest, because different organizations uses different SIEM tools, but they don't really care which one you know. They only care about you knowing one, because you can transfer your skills to others. So you need to learn one and know it very, very well. And when you go for an interview and they say, "Oh, we use Splunk," you say, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I know how to use Azure Sentinel, but I know that it's very similar to." So it depends on how you sell yourself, because they can teach you platform, but they cannot teach you thought process. Organization don't teach thought process. Thought process is what that is who you are. That is what you've learned. They can show you that, oh, this is our Splunk, but they're not going to teach you how to think of solving that problem. So it doesn't really matter. If you want to learn Splunk along Azure Sentinel, there's no real problem. But those two SIEMs, they are the best at the moment. Sentinel, and I think Sentinel is even taking over from Splunk, because I don't think there's any organization that don't have like Azure. It's very, very rare. We have like email, Outlook, and all this. So it's really rare before you see an organization that don't have like Azure. But like to your point, it doesn't matter. But my advice would be focus on one and learn it very, very well. That you know that this one, I know it.
Yeah, okay then. Okay.
And they will be fine with it. When I started, I started with Logarithm SIEM. That was a SIEM that I initially learned. It's kind of going now. Then I learned QRadar. Those are not query SIEMs. Those are just click. But there's a limitation to what you can do, and that was why they brought all of this, Splunk and so because these ones you can write a query and you can go very, very granular. Whereas the other ones, you just click. You can only do one thing and you can't do more. So people started complaining that, oh, we want to do more. We need to be able to, go very granular to our logs and see what's going on in our logs and everything. And this is where Splunk and Sentinel came from.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. So Shola, over to you, sir. I need you to also help me tonight. So for us to run through, if there is nobody that wants to try, then we can carry on. Anybody wants to try one more time before, just one more person, just to run through Coastal, make sure that you are comfortable. And I've sent a documentation on Kiko to the chat, so I expect people to go back and do a bit of practice. Anybody wants to try? Just I've had James, Shola, and Rajide. Thank you. Anybody wants to try? Any ladies want to give it a go?
Question, James.
Yep.
So when we open the log analytic workspace and
Yes.
our log, those log management, Microsoft Sentinel security, those are logs, right? That we can assess what's inside, right?
Yes, you can. If there's log there, yeah, definitely. So, like I said, tables. Tables are just like, imagine tables are like your bank account. Okay, so you have a bank account. You can only go to cash point or ATM and withdraw money only if even though you have an account, if you don't have money there, can you withdraw? No. So your tables are just like it's suitable as your bank account where you have money there. So it's only when you have money that you can go and withdraw. Even though if you have an account and there's no money there, you cannot withdraw. So coming back to Sentinel or SIEM, you can only query your table if you have logs there.
Thank you.
Anybody wants to try? One more person before we get more logs from Active Directory and the rest.
Sorry, by try, what do you mean? Sorry, this is Fortune. I joined pretty much a couple of minutes ago.
Okay, I realized that people are not kind of practicing the Kiko, so I'm just going through one like anybody that wants to try and just run through some kQuery commands and see what they can get and just show that they've been practicing it and if there's any questions then they can ask as well. So if you want to give it a go, have you done anything with Kiko since we met on Saturday? Fortune?
No.
Okay. Do you still remember? Do you want to try? Do you want to? There are a few things that we've done, like run through the queries, and do you want to give it a go? Just try your queries if you still remember anything.
I actually do not. Excuse me. I actually do not remember. Yeah, and I think for the videos, I didn't get the video on time. Say, I am one video behind with catching up.
Okay, that's fine. No.
Hello, James.
Sorry.
Yeah, Adepola, yeah.
I think I will try.
Okay, yeah, why not? Give it a go. But you have your log analytics, right? Up and running.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's fine. You can give it a go. I really want people, I just hope people understand like the importance of these things, because that is what keep you understanding, and when you go for an interview, that's what you can. I don't know how I can explain it, because this is something that's worked for me. It's real life. Like when I go for an interview, I have my malware analysis lab threat hunting lab. So what I do in my interview, I put what I'm doing at work and what I'm doing at my lab, I put them together, and that's how I kind of, knock off my interviews, like, by God's grace. So it's not rocket science. It's something that I'm passionate about. So cyber is passion. If you're not passionate about it, then I don't know what I can explain, but you have to show the passion. It's about passion. It goes beyond just saying that I want to do it, but you need to be passionate about it. You need to have your lab. You need to practice. You need to make sure that you understand what's going on. And that because sometimes the interview is just going to be like a gist, and you start to gist about what you have in your own lab, what I have in my own lab, and that I've gotten jobs many times like that. Just interviewing, asking me, oh, what do you have in your lab? I was like, okay, oh yes, I have like Azure, I have like Kali Linux, I do this, I do that, and that just shows that you are interested in that, in that career, not just like, oh, I just want to do it because everybody's doing it. So yeah, Babajide, you can give it a go, please.
This is Adebola.
Oh, sorry, Adebola. Sorry, yeah, you can try, please.
I think I'll select the security event table.
Okay. Yeah, you can check your, if you keep coming down, you can see your table already. No, keep coming down. Yeah, you can see it there. Yeah, so you will just auto-populate it for you. You don't even have to do much. No, just delete number 2, because you have a pipe there. Delete number 2 and just run the event table alone, and let's see what you have. So run it. Let's see what you have there. If you have anything there. Yeah, it looks like you have something there. Okay.
For the past 7 days.
For the past 7 days, that's fine. So if you keep, like, we scroll to your left. So you're right, rather. You're right, sorry. I just want to see what you have there. So okay. Drop down one of your, okay, that's good. Keep going. Yeah, drop down, so you have a user type. So it's your user. So drop down one of them, the first one. Just drop it down, the first one. Okay, so you have a tenant ID, you have time generated. So basically, these are all the things that you can use, and just check for anything that is abnormal. So, okay, what time does the person logged in? What was the reason for failure? And all of those information. So if you keep going down. So you keep going. Wait, let's go back to the log and let's see what we can. Go back to the first one. The first one you drop down, the very first one. Okay, so let's find. You can say, go back to number 2. Your log. You can do pipe and where event ID. Where event ID? Event ID. Yeah, you can do equal. Yeah, you can do 4625 and 4624 and here event ID equal 4625. So let's see if you have both failure and successful login, then we can say. So just run it. You might have to put both of them, you might not have it. So okay, for the last 7 days you don't have it. Try last 24 hours. Let's see if you have it. Change your time range to last 24 hours. So yeah, this is another thing. So you can customize the timing as well. You can, let's see. If you have it, you don't have it. So remove the second part of the query and leave just to 4624. Delete up to 4624 and let's see. Yeah, because for the AND command, it means that both condition has to be met before. Yeah, that's what. So AND is like condition, like conjunction. So okay, so these are. Do you know what the event ID 4624 mean?
Yeah, successful logins.
Yeah, good. So let's drop down. Sorry, change it to 4625. Let's see. Let's look for the failure ones. 5. Yeah, so and for last 24 hours if there's any failure. Let's see. Okay, so drop down the first one. So you can see the account type. So the source system is operation manager. Account type is user. They've used computer Windows. So keep going down. Keep going down. Just little by little. Not too fast. Go up again. I think I missed something. Yeah, keep going down. So keep going down. Keep going down. Okay, keep going down. Okay. Doesn't look like you haven't had any external login. Keep going down. Okay. Go and change your. So basically, change your table to syslog table, and let's see what login you've got in your syslog. So number 1 is going to be changed to syslog. Same thing. Let's say if you have any, first one, and delete number 2. Just delete number 2. Just delete the log number 2. Yes, and run your query glass and forward. Let's see what you have there. Okay, so can you go to your right, please? Scroll to your right. Disconnect from authentication, receive disconnect. So, okay, invalid user from this. Okay, so drop down one of your logs and try to read the log and tell me what you understand. Just going through the log, like don't rush it too much. Just go through the log one after the other and tell me what do you understand about the logs. Yeah, you can keep going down, but not too fast, so that you can explain what you understand. If it's wrong, it's fine, but just go through one after the other and say, okay, what do you understand? Because it's important. No, don't go to second one yet. That's first one, the one you opened. The first log, no, go back up. Okay, yeah, this is the log we're looking. What do you understand just by looking at it?
Yeah, the source system is Linux. That's what we're running. And it's on VM, Linux VM. It's talking about the hosts.
So what does source means? Just forget about IT now, just English. Source, it means where.
That's my own machine now.
No, the source is what the machine that the attacker is using. Source, because that's where it's coming from, right?
Right, okay.
So that's the source. If they say source IP, source means where, source of my food, source of something. So source means where something is coming from.
Yeah, where the attack is.
Exactly. So the source system is a Linux. So the user has used a Linux machine, and the user has used an Azure tenant as well. So you can see the tenant ID. So I'm kind of letting, I'm explaining the thought process of a security analyst, what you are looking at. Because if you're looking at a log, you need to be able to say, this is a bad log, this is a malicious activities. So if you right click on your, at the top of your Cisco, your Azure portal, on your browser, just go to browser. So if you just right click on that browser and duplicate the on your browser where you have your syslab, cyberlab-lab on your browser itself, not on the logs. If you go up, keep going up, take your cursor up,
Yeah.
keep going up. So to your left, keep going to your left. Keep going to your left. One more. So yeah, one more. Right click on that. Right click and do duplicate tab. Next one. Duplicate tab. No, go up. Keep going up. Yes. So that will open your syslab, your log analytics in another place. So you can go back to where we are. So go back to the original one. No, the one we're working on before is the same. Just beside it. What you did was to duplicate what you were working on before. So go back to the one you were working on before.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's the duplicate. The next one is, yeah, this is what we're working on before. So you have your tenant ID. So as an analyst, what I would do is to first of all copy the tenant ID, and go and check and compare it to yours and see if it's yours. So basically, you want to know if the attacker has kind of gained foothold in your environment. So go back to your to the duplicate one.
Duplicates.
Yeah. And in your search box, you can type in Azure, no, search box at the top. No, not that one. At the top. Yeah, and type Azure Active Directory. Azure Active Directory. Yeah. And go to overview. Yeah, you can see there. It's overview. So no, can you X out of this one? You can see the one in the middle. Yeah. So wait, that's it. So you have your tenant ID now. Compare. This is your own tenant ID. So basically, if the attacker has compromised your account and logged into your own tenancy, then the tenant ID has to be the same with what you've copied. So compare them and see if it's the same tenant ID. What you copied from your log and your own tenant ID, because it's unique to you, it will never be the same with anybody.
Yeah.
So if you just open a notepad and just compare it. So if it's not the same thing, then that's a good sign. So compare it.
Not the same. This is
Good.
667. Mine started
Good.
before Delta Charlie.
Good, that's fine. Let's go back to the log and let's go and check the IP address of the attacker. Let's go back to the log. That's the original, the one you were working on before. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So if you go to keep going in your logs. If you go to your syslog message, keep going down. No. In your log, the same log that we were looking at, just keep going down. Keep going. Yeah, syslog message, can you see it after security level?
Yeah.
So you can see disconnect from authenticating user wrote this. So copy that IP address. Just the IP address. Yeah, and go and look at your threat intel platform and see what the IP is doing. No, that's URL, right? So you can't use URL to search for an IP address. So you just use search. Yeah, so that one, search can search for URL, IP address, or domain, or file hash. So if paste that one here. So where is this one coming from? It's coming from what country is it coming from? Go to details. And so you can see. So countries KL. Which country is KL? I don't know which country is KL. You can just check, and again, to be honest, case we work a lot with Google. Check KL, what country is KL, or code KL code, whatever, you will see. So
in Google.
Yeah, check.
Korea?
Everything's in Google. Everything that you need in life is there. As long as you know how to find it, it's there. Just say which country starts with KR or whatever. You definitely gives you something. K starts, or just it's KR. Just enter. Maybe it's Russia. Then you can see which one. Yeah, Korea.
Korea.
Yeah, so then you have to remember, just Google. Google is really important in security. So the question is, this person is trying to authenticate from North Korea. So So, what do you know about North Korea? Do you know anything about them?
North Korea, the pariah nation, and
It's really bad. So basically, you can even so you check from virus total. So again, you're not using just one threat intel. You want to use 2 or 3 so that you can compare and see what they are saying.
maybe we use Cisco Talos.
Yeah, you can use Scotalios. You can use other ones as well. And just so what you are doing is just you're just comparing what they are saying, and so that you have like enough information and details.
Okay, this one says web reputation untrusted. South Korea is the country.
Yeah, I mean that's where it's coming from. So the sender IP reputation is neutral. So from this now, from looking at these 2 information, looking at Cisco Talo and virus data, what do you think as an analyst? Do you what's going to be your recommendation to that particular IP?
This IP address is suspect, so my recommendation would be to block and then continuous monitoring. Maybe place it on the watch list, but surely it is malicious and it should be blocked.
Yeah. So if I were you, I'll copy the IP address again. I'll go to Google and just put it in quotes, in semi-quotes, and just see what I get. That's a malicious IP. I'll copy it. I'll go to Google, put it in semi-quotes, like open quotes, close quotes, and put the IP address there and see. Let's see if anybody's talking about it. Put it in quotes, open quotes and close quotes. No, quotes, like you added extra 2 there. That's not there. You added 1 extra 2 that is not there. It's now 2492.
I lost that. Okay.
Same IP, just put them in quotes. That's it. That's just what you're doing. So we wanted to see what people are saying about that IP and paste it and close the quotes. Close it. And yeah, just enter. And let's see what information we get from the IP. So you can even see basically what this tells you. You can see if they have other range of IP addresses. Now you can also keep an eye in your environment. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. So yeah. they have like they've used 1 IP, but potentially they have other range of IPs that are coming from the same range that they can also be using. So as an analyst, what I would do, I would tell them to say this particular IP, after I've done my threat intel, I can confirm that this IP is malicious and all of those information that you've gotten. Then I will now also go further. And this is what made people go crazy at workplace, to say this guy has gone beyond and above. Again, they cannot teach thinking. Nobody teaches it. They don't teach it. You just have to come up with it. So what I would do, you've done your job, but now you now go further to say, I also went further that these guys, they've got other range of IP that they might be using potentially. So I also recommend a watch list to be created and added those other IP so that when they come to our environment, we can get a trigger. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
So it's 1 IP that we found, right? Just 1, but they have other range of IPs that they can potentially be using. So my recommendation would be to create a watch list and add those other IPs there. Your manager will just go, no, that this guy it's out of this world, because they can't teach that. They can't. It's something that you just, it's out of you trying to research more and not just doing things like, I've done this basic one. No, but think of what can you do more. And this is what separates people at workplace. So, this guy, maybe after 1 year, they will make you like a senior analyst or something, because, it's just thought process, just something to, well, they can't teach it. So it's just something that you just have to, read books, watch whatever, and just start to develop your thinking process to say, what can I do more? So yeah, this is just an extra that can be added to it. Say yes. I mean, if you stop it at saying they should block that particular IP, that's fine. But if you go further and say, I've also done this, I realize that these guys have got other ranges of IP addresses that they might potentially be using. Can we just create a watch list and just whack these IPs into the watch list so that if anything comes in the future, we can see it? So that's how I would approach it.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, James.
So, Shala, let's quickly run now. So let's get our Azure logs and other ones into it. So, Shala, do you want to share your screen, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so let's go to our portal.azure.com. That's fine. So on the search box, let's go to, we want to get our logs from audit logs and signing logs. So let's go to Azure Active Directory. Just type Azure Active Directory. Azure Active Directory. So Azure Active Directory. You should, no, it's not. No, you should have it. Have you seen it? Yeah, continue searching. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, just click that. So basically, what happens? Whatever you do in your tenant, your Azure tenant, you get logs. So if you create a user, if you delete a user, if you do anything, you are going to generate logs. So usually people want to see those logs. So because you want to know if a bad guy has compromised your account and they've created a user and give that user a global admin right. I'm sure we know what that means. So anyone that has a global admin right means that they can delete user, they can do anything. They can literally delete your account. And imagine, a massive organization, they don't want a threat actor to have a global right to their account. So let's go to the left, please. To the left and scroll down. Let's keep scrolling down. Do you go back? Yeah, keep going. Yeah, let's go to after log analytics. After log analytics, yeah, that diagnostic settings. So click on that. Let's create that. So yeah, from here we can see that we can get all of these logs into our into our log analytics. For example, risky users, we can get it. Risky users is something that's this thing is saved. When I was working at the Home Office, this particular log saves us because I was working one day and I saw a risky user that signed in from Nigeria. It was really interesting. So if we didn't have the log of risky users, there's no way we would know that somebody signed in from Nigeria. So what happened was that there was a guy that used to work at Home Office. They fired him, but they didn't delete his account or suspend his account. So he went to Nigeria, logged in from there, but because we've added Nigeria to list of risky users, he got prompted, and I was investigating it, and I realized that this guy signed from Nigeria. Obviously, he went to be like a police case because number one, you should not be signing from Nigeria. Then number two, you've been fired, and I won't go into details of what happened. But yeah, so this is also one of the logs that is very important. So audit logs is very important because what audit logs tells you is that whatever happens, so if anybody make any changes, somebody deletes something, because what threat actor does is that when they get into your environment, when they make changes or they do something very security conscious or important, what they will do, they will clear their tracks. That's what we call it in security, clear your tracks. Meaning that it's not going to be logged into audit. So the auditors cannot see it. But when you have your audit logs into your log analytics, that is not the case. So you will see everything. Your signing logs as well is very important. You want to see everybody that's signing into your environment, so that you will see when someone is signing in from a location that they are not meant to be signing in from. And I'll say this, guys, please, if you're working in security, because this is the mistake that a lot of people do, they will travel and they will go with their laptops. Please, your work will know. They will know that you are in Spain or France or wherever. And I've seen people that got sacked because they didn't tell their employer that they were traveling, and they went to, some people went to Ghana, whatever, and they were working from there, and they got picked up. So, so just so you know. So we're going to be adding audits and signing logs. So go to add diagnostic settings, please. You can call it, let's call it the same name. For those that are following, I hope everybody's following. So I'm going to put the name in chat. So you can call it whatever name you want to call it, but let's use this so that we all can have the same name. So I'll put it in chat now, shall I? So, okay, yeah, so just 1 second. So just select all these log and signing logs on signing logs and go up. No, just go up. No. Or do you want to do risky users as well? It's up to you really, but audit signing and log design. Do you want to do that? Yeah.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, why not? I mean, so let's send it to log analytics to your left. You can see destination details. So yeah, make sure that you select your right log workspace. Right? No, you have your subscription already, and yes, please make sure you choose your right log workspace rather, and just do save at the top left. Yeah, save it, please. So basically, that what we've done is to pick up these logs and send it to log analytics. So the next thing that we want to do is to go to your log and analytics table, and let's see, but it takes time for it to propagate. So type your log analytics table, and let's see if it's going to be there, but I doubt it. It takes it might be some minutes, hours, depends on how fast you are. So go to table, and search audit logs and see if you can find it. Audits, just do audits. It's probably not there. It's not there yet, right? So we have like a Linux audit log, and yeah, okay, good. Just go to logs. Go to logs, and do just X out of this one. Yeah, X out of that, and type audit. Let's see. I don't expect it to be there now anyway. Yeah, okay. Looks like to delete the number 2. Delete number 2. Obviously, change your time range to today because you just did it now. Do last 30 minutes. Let's say I doubt it, but run it. Just run it. Let's see if we have anything. We don't even have anything there. Okay, no result found. Anyway, it's fine. So okay, so yeah. We've added them, so we just have to wait. So let's go back to your Azure Active Directory, please. Should be, I think you should be able to see it there because we've been using it. Azure Active Directory. Okay. So let's go to users. So let's add a new user. Let's call the user. I'm going to I want all of us to use the same name. I'm going to paste it now. So yeah, let's call it this name. So just do add a new user, shall I? Add a new user. At the top, yeah, add a new user. Create a new user, yes. Yeah. So paste it. Okay, so put the display name as the same name as well, the display name. So yeah, if you want to change your password, if you want to use this one, but please, whatever password that you use, just copy it. No, if you're on check auto generated password, auto generated password, then you can create your own password. But make sure that you remember it. Please remember it, otherwise you will not be able to log in with the user. Okay, so just do review and create. Oh, sorry. I think, can you go back? I think there's one. Oh, account enable. Okay, that's fine. So do review and create. Yeah, correct. So just refresh this page. It might be like 1 or 2 minutes before the user can display. Okay, I think the user is there. So click on the user dummy. Click on it. And go and copy the user principal name. Just copy that. And go and open a private window. Just go and open a private window. So now we can log on to here. Go to azure.portal.com. Or portal.azure.com. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. No, it should be portal.azure.com. I think that's it. While we're waiting for this, yeah, just paste it and go back to your normal browser. No, just wait. Actually, go back to your normal browser. Let's go and grant the dummy user. Let's go and give it a global admin, right? So go back to that user so that people can see how you're doing it. Go back to that user. Now go back to your users. On your left here, users. Click on the user dummy. Just click on that user, and not check it. Just click on in, yeah, and go to assign row. Your left assign row, yeah, and let's give the user. Click on it, the assign row.
Yeah, click on it.
Okay, go down.
Oh, it was loading actually.
Yeah. Okay, so on that, do add assignment. No, sorry. Before that, yeah, that's fine. Click, yeah, do add assignment, yeah, add assignment, and find a type global admin. So you want to give the user, yeah. So click on that and do add. Yeah, click on and do add. So yeah, so let's keep refreshing this page and see. It's gonna take 1 or 2 minutes before it populates. Anything we do takes time for it to populate. search for the user. Okay, you can say the user has got a global admin right. Okay, good. That's fine. So please, if anyone has any issue, please stop us and let us know so that I can explain it. So basically what we are trying to do is to add this user called dummy and give it a global admin rights. So then begin to delete that user. So then go back to our audit log and see all the things that we've done. So just to make sure it works. So yeah, if you go back to your private windows, the one you initially opened, you provide your password and log into the dummy user. Yeah, so it's going to ask you your current password, then you need to change it. Okay, that's fine. So we've logged in. Thank you. So let's go back to our original browser, the main one. So go back to the user. Go back to your user. User, yeah. Let's go for now. I'm going to user. Just go to user. And let's delete the user that we created. That's it.
Which one?
The one we just created. So basically, what? Yeah. So
You want me to delete it?
yeah. So this is going to show us the signing logs and the audit log. So that's what we wanted to check out. So just delete it here. That's fine. Create it. As long as it's going to take a few minutes before it propagates. So if you refresh it, let's see if it's gone. It's going to take time. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, let's go back to our log and analytics. So let's go to logs. Yeah, so let's run it now. Should have some things coming through now. I think so. Okay, so yeah, log coming through already. So yeah, so this is our audit log. So we have something coming through already. So let's drop it down. And so can you tell me what's happening here just by reading the logs?
Okay, yeah, it's just told us it's showing us the time generated, the time, and then it's showing us the tenant ID, the source system, and the source system, which is Azure ID, Azure AD, and also the role management, the category of the tenant.
Yeah, so yeah, that's true. But in addition to that, because it's an audit log, right? It tells you everything that you've done. So imagine if a threat actor has done something on your environment, you can see. So it's telling you that you've added a user. Can you see that? That's the operation name. So you added the user to a role, then you give that user role management, and if you drop down the initiate by, drop that down, then it tells you the user that has done it. So if you scroll down, yeah, you can see the user, the ID that has done. So wait. So it tells you you can see the user display principal name. You can see that it is you, Shola Adesanya, 7_outlook.com, wherever. That's the user principal name. So imagine if you're looking at this log and you saw that and gives their IP address as well. So basically it gives you information of what has happened in your environment. And it also tells you that the result is successful. So it tells you everything that has happened in your environment. It cannot give it to you. So let's go and check our signing logs as well, and let's see what we get from signing logs. So if you go back to your log and just change the audit log to signing logs. So we have more tables now. So we have two tables: signing logs and audit logs. I would employ people to go and start working with KQL. Go back to your log, and you didn't even have to do that. Yeah, you can just your logs, X, and just you can even open another query. It's fine, or you can leave this one. Yeah, change that to delete the audit logs and put signing logs. Signing log. You can see it's there. Is that already? You didn't have to. Yeah, delete the number 2. And let's see what we'll get from signing logs. Let's see if there's logs. Okay. Yeah, we signed in already, but yeah, it's just waiting for it to propagate. Anyway, let's see. There was this query that I put together. I've not tested it, so it might not work. I'm putting it in chat. So if it doesn't work, yeah, I've not tested it. So that's a query. I'm saying that I want to see if a user was added to my environment, and I want to know if the result was successful, and I want to know if they've assigned a global admin right to a user. So that's just what the this KQL query is saying in nutshell. So it's just looking at what I put together. It's something that it's very clear. You can see add member to row, whatever, just an English stuff. But yeah, you can try it and see if it works. Yeah, I've just put the query together today. I don't think it's going to work because it has already highlighted some things. It's not going to work. Okay. So I think it's not going to work because of. So for example, I made mistake. That should be results. So it's just because of kind of typo error. So it should be results. Then that should be target. Target. Okay. Why is it? Because if it gives it like underline, then that means it's not going to work. You know what? Let's run it one after the other. Let's delete all from number 5 to 3, and let's see what the 1 and 2 gives us. Yeah, just run that query and see what we get. Okay, we might not have much because we just added it. Okay, there's no any results. Okay. Yeah. You can paste the rest of them. I don't think we're gonna get anything, but by tomorrow then we'll start to get stuff. So just paste the rest of the queries. No, you can paste the rest of the query that you copy, like the one I thought you have everything.
Yeah, no, I'm just copying it from the.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, so that should. So okay, all right, yeah, paste it and let's see. I doubt if it's gonna work, but let's see. There's no. We just did it. That's anything. Okay, query could not pass. Which one? Line 1.1. Okay, so yeah, this long space. So no, because you didn't have table. Do you understand? You can see, so there's a need for table first. So we're looking at audit log, so that will come first before where. Yeah. So for the table, you don't need the pipe. Yeah. So this. Okay. Sorry. Number 3. I can see the error already. Number 3. It's where targets resources. So there's need for X resources, not resources. At the end of E after E. So basically, you can see if once I kind of underline it, then it means that it's not going to work. So you can okay. So the query is working, just that we don't have any results for the last 30 minutes. So we're going to wait. So, any questions from anyone on KQL?
Hi, James. I got lost where we had created the dummy account.
Oh, okay. What about it? Like,
Yeah, I created the dummy account, and
okay.
then I went on Cognito to sign on the dummy account.
Yep.
So that is where I got lost. I didn't know how it got to this place.
Oh, okay. So what we did was we came back to Azure Active Directory, and we deleted that user. So have you assigned a global admin right to the dummy account? Did you? Because we did that
Yes,
before.
I did that.
Okay. Yeah. So you haven't mixed one. So what we did, and have you sent? Did you sent your audit logs and signing logs and your risky user to log analytics, right? You did all of this.
No, I didn't do those.
Oh, okay. Oh, but that was what we did initially. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, let's share your screen then. Quickly share your screen so that we can run it through.
Right.
It's about 5 minutes. So what we need to do.
So here I am.
Yeah. So go back to your Azure Active Directory.
1 second.
Just type out Azure Active Directory. So to your left, if you scroll down, keep going down, and go to keep going down. Yeah, after log and analytics, yeah. So did you create this one?
Yes, I did.
And then you should have sent your logs in. Yeah, so you've done this. So go to edit settings at the top. No, to your middle, yeah, edit settings. I want to see what logs you've sent. Yeah, you've done it, and you say you haven't done it. Yeah, you've done it. So what we did next is to go back to your Azure Active Directory and go and delete your dummy user. That's what we did next. That was what we did next. So go back to your Azure Active Directory, continue searching. Right, go to users. So yeah, select that and delete the dummy user. Delete it and okay. Yeah. So it's gonna take a few seconds before this is propagated. So if you refresh your page, then go back to your log and analytics. So yeah, go to your logs. You can exit that and type audits. Just see if you have logs coming through out logs. audits. Strange. Delete that. Sure, I didn't know. Yeah, type audit again.
No.
Yeah, that's it. The first one. Delete the number two. Delete the number two. No, don't do anyway. We're just looking at audit log for now. So delete the pipe, yeah, and just do wait. Not last 24 hours. Do last 30 minutes because you just did it. Change the time range to like 30 minutes. Yeah, and just run it. Yeah. So it's working. So basically it tells everything that happens in your tenant. So what you've done, you've changed the user password. You can see you've added a user, you've done it on your Azure account. So just kind of gives you all the information of what you did in your Azure tenancy, basically. So yeah, that works. And the next thing that we did was I wrote a query that I sent it to chat.
I got that.
I think Shola has modified the query. Shola, can you paste the one we've made correction on? Just put it on the chat so whoever needs to watch the video later, they can see the correct KQL queries.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I think. Yeah. So my advice tonight is please, I've put the KQL queries, I'll kind of put them in a document. Please, let's just go and start to practice. And let's look for, now we have signing logs, we have audit logs. There's a lot of queries on audit logs. If you can leave your, leave your like Azure tenant, just leave for like 1 or 2 days or 1 day, and just try and create user, delete user, do a lot of things from your own, using your own Azure tenancy, and try to write KQL to kind of pull up information of what you are doing. So yeah, that's how to learn it really. So before we start to write custom query and custom alerts on Saturday. So I'm hoping that by Saturday people will have done a lot around KQL. All right, I think I would call it a night today. If there's no any questions, anything, I'll give the floor back to Pat. Pat, over to you.
Thank you, James, for tonight. I think this has been more than what what I expected. I guess for those, because I think the class was not really was not, but the people weren't really responsive. That's just my observation. However, I would encourage us to watch this back again, because I'm going to do that. Yeah. So we can master this KQL language and be able to interrogate the database confidently. And on that note, okay, Babajide, you have your hand raised. I don't know if that's for me.
Yes, it's a question for you.
All right.
I've been trying to get on the prep major. However, I haven't been able to get through. Like I've sent you messages a couple of times. The thing is, I can log on, but I can't access any of the videos. In short, I don't have a list of the videos on my own account, if you know what I mean.
Okay. After this call, when I end this call, you can stay behind so I can see what the issue is and fix that for you.
All right, no worries.
Yeah. So that is me for the night. I don't know if any other
I
person has a question. Hi,
okay,
James.
question. Just curious. Anyway, since we are thinking like cyber analyst here, I remember when we were signing in with our into the Azure, we use our information. So our information may be out there, our home address, phone number, and stuff. Is that should that be of any security concern to us?
No, because your information is with Microsoft, so you're fine. So it's not out there as you put it, it's not out there.
No, I mean the video now is recorded, right? So we all have access to the video.
Yeah, but there's no any personal
Outside.
information that we just learning purposes. There's no, I can't think of any. We haven't used any personal details like we just there's not any information that should be at risk. We haven't used like credit card or anything like that. So yeah, so it just
address, phone number. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just trying to
I don't think we've used address like
when we were signing it to Azure, I use my address.
Yeah, your details are with Microsoft.
Well, it's with Microsoft, so it's with Microsoft, so nobody can get access to you. Don't worry, it's with Microsoft. Even big organizations, they have their details with Microsoft, so it's fine.
Now, what I'm saying is the video that we record, these videos is recorded, right? And
yes, all the recordings, you can watch them back. I don't think there was any point, there was anywhere where someone is typing in that even their password and that is being recorded. No, because you have to do that personally and then come back to log in if you're displaying your screen. So I can't think of anything either.
Okay. So what I'm thinking about the phone number, the address, is that not a big deal, right? Just curious.
No.
Okay, got it.
No.
It's not. I mean, people can get your phone number now. Phone number is nothing. Even in the UK, if you have company, hours. There are a lot of public information out there. My information out there. If you type my name, you see my company name. You see everything, my address. That's not big deal. So some things are not like biggie like that. So there's no way. Like if I go to cancel, you will see my information there. You see.
All right.
Yeah, so they can't really use it to do anything. So it's not like, so there's what we call PII, like this personal identifiable information, which is like then there is public information. So like, for example, if I know where you work now, James, I can write to the HR and say I want to know. There's what we call freedom of information. So I can request it by law. They're going to tell me, know your personal information, or even you, if you've worked, and for people that don't know, if you've worked somewhere like maybe 5 years, whatever before, you have the right under the GDPR to request what is called freedom of information, to say, what do you hold about me? And they'll give you everything that they hold about you. So they will, all the data. So for some of us, as we've worked in some places and some of our co-workers have been maybe chatting behind us and be saying some bad things about us, you see all of this information because they will get everything to you. By law, it's your right to get it. So I've just requested I worked in a place like some 7 years ago. I've just requested for my Freedom of Information Act, and you'll be surprised what I saw there. You'll be surprised. Well, it happens a lot at workplaces. That's why, again, we need to be careful. I'm saying all of this so that we know, because people, they will create like additional group in Teams or Skype or whatever, and they'll be chatting and be talking about somebody. Those information are not gone. They are saved in the server, and they can be asked for, requested for in the future. So yeah, just know that anything we do in this cyberspace, our footprint is logged, recorded. So you cannot. So the solution is don't say it, don't type it. Be careful what you type. Be careful of what you say on a digital platform, whether Twitter, Facebook, or whatever. Those things, they are there forever. They are there. So I've seen people that lost security clearance just because they didn't remember that they said something in Facebook like 7 years, 8 years ago. And when they got a job in the UK, they were going to do security clearance for them, and they went to dig those things out. Say, oh, you supported, Hamas 7 years ago. You liked their posts. You liked, ISS in 2015. Now you are ISS supporters. So those things are, that's why I'm on Facebook, but I will never say anything there. I will not, because these things can be traced back to you. They can be traced back to you. So you'll not see me posting anything on Facebook or anything like that. Even my other social media platform, I'm just there. I'm very careful what I say. I'm very careful for the information that I put out there. So for those that want to continue in security, you need to be very careful. If you like social media too much, probably security is not for you, because it's important that people can trust you. Anyway, so
All right, thanks.
Over to you.
All right, yeah. Thank you, James, for that. I think Babajide, you can stay back so we can sort out your stuff. I'm just going to stop recording.